Peace be with you, and welcome to this instructional video to offer some insight to our reopen procedure and rationale here at St. Albert the Great. You, our parishioners, are important to us, and we want to do our level best to keep you in the loop to schedule changes, latest updates, and changes to our routine. This past week, our Bishop Donald Heiar stated, given the lifting of civil restrictions in most counties of our diocese, some may ask why we are adopting a gradual approach to reinstituting public masses. The answer, he says, lies in the fact that COVID-19 cases continue to emerge in the state, and there's still a very real danger of infection without adequate care. Therefore, we want to be prudential, cautious, in light of public health concerns. My friends, I agree wholeheartedly with our bishop. At Mass, there are a lot of moving parts, intersecting moments that we need to be mindful of and take into consideration as we reopen for public Mass. With that being said, this is what we know to be true moving forward, and this is simply a plan. Regular Masses will resume this weekend, May 30th and 31st, with a 25% limited capacity. What does that mean for us? The church has a capacity of just a little over 800. 25% of that would be 200 people in the main church body. We're going to adjust that down to 175 people at each Mass in order to assure social distancing. And I'll walk you through the church here in just a bit to see how things are cordoned off and look a little different. It's also to be noted and underscored that our bishop issued a dispensation from the obligation to attend Sunday Mass back in March when we had to shut down our public Masses. That current dispensation from the obligation to attend will remain in effect until further notice. It's also recommended, and we ask, that at-risk persons, those of us over 65 years of age or with underlying health conditions or issues, to stay home and to watch Mass online. We will continue to record Mass and share it on Sunday morning in the usual way. If you are feeling ill, please stay home. As I said, we're going to open with a 25% capacity, and our space will be filled on a first-come basis, so plan to arrive in a timely manner. We've researched this and we've labored over it. We've considered several options, such as reservations for Mass, Smith family of 4 at the 4 o'clock Mass, or attendance by letter of the last name of the alphabet. An example, those whose last name begins with A through H attend the 4 o'clock Mass. None proved feasible, so we are maintaining a first-come basis. Doors will be closed when 25% is reached. Most options beyond this first-come basis seem to be a logistical nightmare that really put us in a compromising position with social distancing. With that being said, the office parking lot and office entrance, the one with the green awning, will be closed for all the Masses. So we ask everyone who attends to park either in the upper parking lot and use that entrance, or the lower parking lot and use that entrance, and there is an elevator there. Wearing a mask is strongly encouraged, and please bring your own. Staff will be on hand to give guidance to seating and maintaining a 6-foot physical distancing. Hand sanitizer will be available upon entry and before receiving communion. Things will look different. There'll be no processional at the beginning of Mass. I will appear from behind this blue wall. Nothing magical, just a different approach. There will be no congregational singing during Mass, and there will be more in the Catholic Herald to explain that rationale. There will not be a collection during Mass, but as you know, we will give you an opportunity to put your envelope in a locked wooden box out the gathering space, or to give online. The priest will be the only one distributing the Holy Eucharist, along with the deacon if he so desires. We will ask you to be mindful of social distance. We have little green feet on the floor throughout the church to help us on our way to receive the Lord. We will distribute communion one section at a time, so we don't have people in lines across from one another. As you come forward, we would ask that you remove gloves if you have them on, and certainly your mask so that you can receive and consume the Blessed Sacrament. There'll be no recessional after Mass. The priest will pray the prayer after communion in the rear of the church by the baptismal font, and I'll give the final blessing there. And then I'll turn and Cecile will play some instrumental music, and we'll kind of dismiss back row out of the church first. Please do not gather in the narthex, the gathering space, to socialize either before Mass or after. Again, we want to respect people's boundaries. The parish bulletin will be available only online. With all that being said, my friends, things will look very different because they are different. No greeters. Staff will usher and direct you. The holy water fonts are empty. Hymnals, prayer cards, missalettes, pamphlets, all removed. Not even a stick pin in the bulletin boards. No servers or extra communion ministers, one lector, no cantor, no choir. Social distancing in pews. The pews are cordoned off. My friends, the plan is just that, a plan. It's a starting point. It will be different, but it's all done in an effort to minimize touch points and maintain the safest environment possible. So, thank you for your flexibility. Be patient and trust in the Holy Spirit to guide us and to bring renewal. So here we are in the gathering space, upper parish level. So when you come into church, you'll see sanitizer stations throughout, and there will be somebody here at this door counting to make sure we don't exceed capacity. And then there will be somebody in the lower level counting so we don't exceed capacity. And then these two areas will merge. And again, you'll see hand sanitizers all over the place. Place for your offertory or collection, your envelope, 2 of them. We'll have people here just guiding you, leading us into church, and kind of moving us forward with some level of expediency, maybe not urgency, but to keep us from log jamming. And that's important that we show up in a timely manner, that everyone doesn't show up like 1 minute before Mass, because we're really going to have a hard time keeping people separated. As they come into church, I will be up on the altar, and I'll be trying to direct, by way of microphone, my level best to get you to certain areas. So if we know we have a family of 4 or 5 or 6, those are going to be seated in the section over here. These sections can handle 8 people. It can be 4 and 4. It can be 3 and 5. You see how the matrix builds up, how difficult it can be. We will do our best to be able to get you situated in those pews. You can notice that the pews are roped off to give ample distancing. So it's an open pew, close, close, open pew. So it'll make sense as you get into church and walk through. And again, our staff will usher you. They'll be there to direct you on both sides of the church. I suspect that getting into church is going to be our most difficult moment, just because we've got so many different varieties of numbers that can show up. You can have 1 person, a family of 1, a family of 2, a family of 3, a family of 8. So we've got to kind of make those adjustments as quickly as we can while maintaining social distancing and that 175 person capacity. In the back, we've also got seats around here that I've put in some pretty cool strategic places. So come on, follow me, Julie. This would be an open pew, nice big open pew, 4 and 4, another open pew, 5 and 3. Got a family of 4 right here. Green tape on it. Green means go. If it's turned sideways, the chairs, as you will see, means we're not using those chairs. Another group of 4. It could be 2 people. This would be my spot. This is where I'd hang out right here to be able to be present. Got my spacing, got my distance. It's just me, and if I want to kneel down, I got carpet, so it's not so bad. So, but that's just me. Come on, I'll show you the green feet. So when we do communion, we're going to do one section at a time. So typically when we come for communion, we would have 2 people here, 2 ministers, and the faithful are coming down side by side. But we don't want to do that because we're putting people too close together. So what's going to happen is on this little table, this podium, will be hand sanitizer. So if you come out of this pew right here, and you're going to come forward to receive communion, you're going to take one section at a time, sanitize your hands, and come right to the priest or the deacon, and I'm going to be right here. So it's going to take a little while to get that first group out and moving. But when you get to this point, there'll be body of Christ. I'll give you the Holy Eucharist. Receive it, consume it, and carry on. You can see then as we start building out, we've got little green feet here, footprints on the walk to keep us distanced. And then when that section's finished, I'll come over here and we'll begin with this section in similar fashion. So we'll do section 1, section 2, and section 3. The deacon would begin on that section and work away. So we're handling the church from both sides, but working in opposite directions just to kind of to minimize any intersecting moments. Now, anything else, Julie, on what they need to see? It's pretty apparent. Mm-hmm. And then when we leave, I will grab my sacramentary. Cecile will give me a little traveling music, I hope. You get me back here to the font, and I'll say, let us pray. People will stand. I'll do that prayer after communion, the final prayer. And then I'll say, may Almighty God bless you, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The deacon will say, the Mass is ended. Go forth in peace. And then Cecile will play some instrumental music as we leave. And then Joe and myself will walk out, and we'll encourage people in this back pew, to follow us out. Kind of in a reverse order of a wedding. And we will usher you out. And we'll probably stand off to a distance a little bit and just encourage you to have a wonderful day and to keep moving. So that's kind of how we're going to try to re-enter and to reopen. Again, it's a plan. It's just a plan, but it's a starting point to do our level best to keep you safe. Have a great day.